guys, welcome back to Mom's channel. Thanks. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here because today we're doing something I've actually already recorded before. Yay! So I recorded this video about 2 weeks ago. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then you wouldn't know that. But if you don't follow me, that means you should. But yeah, I recorded this about 2 weeks ago and I got about 36 minutes through editing and I didn't even have all my videos up. So I was like, all right, this is getting too long. So what I've decided to do is split it up in like just a part 1, part 2. So this will be clearly part 1. And I'm gonna show you guys, I think today I'll show you guys my kitchen organization tips and my pantry stuff, which is like a more so a craft pantry slash random pantry. But I just want to show you guys different ways that you can make maximum use out of small living spaces. So we live in about 1,000 square foot duplex. It's me, my husband, and then we've got 2 kids. So Hayden's 3 and my son is just over a year old. So if you have kids or have been around kids, you know a lot of times their toys are just clunky. They've kind of overrun our house. I just was starting to get really super overwhelmed in this little home. So about a year ago, really probably 2 years ago, since I started nesting with Kai, I just started throwing so much away and donating and selling so much stuff because I was one of those people that held on to things. So I was like, well, it's not broken and I never know when I could use this, so let's just hang on to it. And then I would never use it and I would just have clutter and clutter and clutter. So I have realized that less is so much more. It makes you feel so good in your house. It feels cleaner. It just feels nice to be organized. So I think I'm gonna leave it short and sweet. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you wanna, of course, see part 2, which will come, I think I'll say like a week, but to be continued. And then hit that bell note or the bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video. I think it was my daughter coming, but that's all I have for you. I think I'm gonna keep it there and I hope you guys enjoy, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the video. Peace. Okay, so to start off, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys this little pantry here. It's not made for food. I actually just use it basically for our random stuff and our craft stuff. Now, when it comes to looking like aesthetically pleasing and so beautiful, I hope this isn't framed, but it's obviously not the most satisfying. But when it comes to crafts, I feel like there's just so much that you accumulate so fast, and then like birthdays and stuff, I usually get like doubles. People will buy like a new box of crayons or markers or whatever. And I don't want to throw things away, especially markers because they dry out or whatever. But I want to show you guys just the few simple ways that I have organized our little craft supplies. We actually also have, which I'll show you in the kid part of this video, which will be on part 2. I have this cart where I organize all the other crafts that we have. So this is just our little storage pantry. So I'm gonna give you guys a closer look into here. I just wanted to give you that little intro on the pantry, so hang tight. Okay, so I'm just gonna start on the top shelf and just go shelf by shelf. Just real quickly show you because this is nothing cool, but this is just a little tip. Put everything that you don't really use ever up here, but that you don't want to throw away. So obviously extra tea light candles. This is a hand mixer, griddles, so things that you don't want to throw away and you don't want to separate from and like sell them or whatever. Put them somewhere where you can get to them still, but they're not in the way. Now into the craft part, I think I'll skip these because I'll go into closer detail just because this is like what I actually wanted to show you. This is just blankets, nothing exciting. Games we also keep in here, and that's a toolbox, and that back there is also a game set. And then for dog food, one little tip, which I'm sure most of you already do this already if you have a dog, but I used to keep, this is where I keep my dog's, yes, there's his station. That's where I keep his food, and I normally, before I had that like cute looking feeder, bowls, whatever, I had this out there and it was clunky and it was ugly and it was big, and then I would just put like one of the ugly basic standard dog bowls on top, and it was a pain in the butt because every time I had to get the dog food I had to take the bowl off, even though now I have to pull this dang thing out. But it's so much better to be out of my way, out of my face. It clearly looks much better. So yeah, I keep all of his dog food in here. This is just something from Walmart. Target has all these bins. And then this was just an extra bin I have where I keep clearly toys, and another jar. This is dog treats, and back there is a dog blanket. So that's just a quick overview of these pretty much useless shelves. And then going into here, really what I just wanted to show you guys is how I organize things. Again, it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing, but I know where everything is. I used to be like notorious for putting things away and freaking losing them, and it would drive me insane, and especially my husband. So here we are. I got these bins from the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree is the store that has everything for $1. Family Dollar, I believe, is the one, or like Dollar General is the one that has things that fluctuate in price. They could be like $1 to $5, $10. But these are all $1, and they had different colored lids. I put all her paint supplies in here. I put right there is her paint palette without opening it all up. Just to give you guys kind of what's the contents of it. But I like them because you can stack them. I got a bag of some acrylic paints in there. And then up here you can see is where I moved, these are extras. So I've got like the scent markers. If you don't know about those, where the heck have you been living? Colored pencils, literally that kind of stuff. Sticky notes we like to use sometimes for little games. There's food dye in here, but really just showing you that you can get these bins for $1 and you can stack them up and you can fit a lot of crap in there. And I just placed these on top. These, if you don't have these, aside from decorating, these dot markers are pretty cool. Now going into this shelf, another way that I organize the markers is with this 4-compartment organizer thing. I also use this, which I'll show you in this, well, the part 2 of this little series video, whatever. I use this, an organizer just like this, a purple one, in Hayden's room, and I have her little jewelry in there, so I'll show you guys how I use that. This was, it's basically in the little stationery, when there was stationery, like when school was about to come back, they had these in the dollar section. But if they don't have them there now, they do come like every couple months. They kind of rotate around. So if you don't have them now, check back in like a little bit. And then really just the last thing. So this shelf is our crafts. Well, I said this was our craft area, but this is where I come to when like we want to make something. So I've got coffee filters here that we can do. There's a few little crafts on there where you can use markers and then use like a little dropper thing and add water. I've got her paint brushes in here. I've got back here is just cornstarch and some, these are conditioner bottles. No, they're not for me. They make a good little dough recipe. Again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I share these types of things, the recipe on how we made that. So follow me on there so you guys can see. This is just glue. I'm gonna try and make some slime. I've got some extra pots. So this is kind of like my closet that I like to go to when Hayden's driving me a little crazy or whatever. I just need a minute to get some stuff done. This is where I can just kind of throw it in a bin and let her mix it all together and have a good time. I also I've had these Bisquick boxes in my pantry for so long. And again, one of those things I didn't want to throw away. I could have donated them, but I didn't have any other food to donate. So I thought, what the hell, I'll just put them in here. And she can, I don't know, we can make snow out of them or something like that. Get creative. Simple things really can take you far. Back here, again, is just dry. There's nothing here, so I can scoop this over. But I just have dry oats, and then this is the bowl for the slime. These things, though, you guys, are the shiz. I will show you. I use these in my kitchen as well. These are from the Dollar Tree, and I know you guys have seen these all over. If you watch any organizing videos, they get expensive, these containers. So they'll get like all the matching set with these matching cereal top lids or whatever. That's what I think of when I see these. These are a little bit on the smaller side compared to like what I see. Trying to bend down and see, but so they're a little bit smaller than my hand, but they work perfect. And then you can get multiples and use them a bunch of different ways. So I put like, these are little, those perler beads, but they work, they work nice because this just pops right open. You can pour things out, food or crafts. And then, so see, I have 3. So this one I have some gems like for craft, again, craft things. Let's try that again. And it's kind of random. This is like slime that I'm about to throw away because that was a terrible idea. But yeah, her little perler stencils and such. So this is kind of like the random bin. And then I've got our water beads. And then I, again, just used it for some wooden beads. So I can pull this out and give her some pipe cleaners and let her just make some bracelets. And it's super simple. I don't have to worry about a mess. I can pop this open and pour some beads in a bowl if I wanted to. Just makes for a simple and easy assembly of a craft project and also a cleanup, which I'm all game for. So now let's move on to the kitchen. Okay, so just gave you guys a quick overview of the pantry, just to show you step by step, or sorry, shelf by shelf, there we go, of what I use. So baskets are my friend. I like having everything that's in like the same category in a basket. I would prefer to have the same looking baskets. It would just look better and just, I don't know, that definitely makes a difference if they're like all the same color or same style or whatever it may be. But yeah, this is vitamins up here, so just things that we go to all the time, and baking stuff over there. Then moving on to the next shelf, these are just basically the big clunky things that I do go to more than the other things on the top shelf. So this is a toaster that we use all the time, just casserole dishes and a griddle back there, and then these are extra sauces and dips, and clearly our salt for, I just filled this thing up with the Himalayan salt, which makes it nice and cute and clean. And then one thing as for organizing, this is something that I just was like, I don't need it for a while, and I'm so glad I got it. Again, a Dollar Tree item, so $1 buckaroonie, and you can organize all your dish lids. So I actually, when I was going through my little nesting purging episode when I was pregnant with Kai, I threw away a bunch of lids. Now I just have what I need. I have a small one, a medium, a large one, and then one for this down here that doesn't go with my set. But yeah, I used to have these all stacked in the way back there, and I honestly would never use them because I was not going to just look through them. So yeah, this makes it easy, and I have been using them lately, which helps. Now over here, it's not really anything too exciting. I've just got my pans and bowls back there. As for another organization, I love having less on the counter. So I had my seasonings on the counter for quite some time, and it was driving me nuts. So I got this little seasoning rack organizer. I will say it's not my favorite. It's not rubbery here on the actual shelf part, so they will slide off. I'm sure you could either finish it with something, like spray paint it with something that maybe make it tacky, or I was thinking of honestly making a Lazy Susan for this. I'm not quite sure. It's not my favorite hack of all, but it gets it off the counter and I can see all my stuff. The only downfall that I don't like is that sometimes they fall down, but it is what it is. It's better than being on the counter. I'll deal with it. Now going down here, this is where we have snacks. So I have our granola bars. Again, this is the same container that I use in the pantry for the craft stuff. So same thing, I just took the lid off. I told you guys I got a ton of them. So I just have granola bars. You can organize all your stuff. I kept this in the box because it's already like made like that. A lunchbox back there. Nothing really too crazy. Now these are another organization thing, and I love these. This is like a locker shelf. I'm gonna go ahead and call it that, because I'm not quite sure what exactly it really is. It's supposed to be called, but you know what we would put in our lockers back in the old days, and it just gives the extra space. So as I said, my pantry is just like so much dead space, like insanely. So this takes care of that. It gives you double the room, and then I got this slide out thing, and I need to go to the grocery store, so I'm like halfway full in my pantry, but I didn't want to wait any longer to do the video, so it is what it is. These slide perfectly right in though. Again, if I didn't say already, a Dollar Tree find, and I have this in my fridge as well, which I'm about to show you. But yeah, it just doubles your area. And then another bin that can keep, I have our popcorn in there. I just refilled it, so it's kind of popping out. But other than that, you can put anything, of course, in those bins, and then you can stack them on top of each other. It's easy to pull out, it's easy to store. It's not gonna, your chips won't go stale, all that kind of stuff. So I like that. Down here, I've just kind of left, this is like our dinner aisle, which I like to organize it as well as I can. So like this is our snacks. This is just dinner stuff, so like just boxes of stuff, whatever. These again show you guys another use of using these little containers because they are the bomb.com. So I put, I labeled them on the side. Oh, maybe not this one, on these. I did. So you could get a label maker or just write it in the front if you don't obviously want them on the side, or if you want them labeled like that, but I just thought they looked nice just plain. So this, I just put my breadcrumbs in here so I don't have the big huge tub. Clearly noodles, some quinoa, and this is just some brown rice. And again, super simple for cooking because I can just pour them right in with this little cap. And I've had no issues with like Hayden or Kai coming in here and taking them out and like dumping them anywhere. So if you're a mom, you don't have to worry about that. Or at least I don't, so hopefully you don't either. This is the next pantry, and again you can see, or the next pantry, I don't know why I said that. Next shelf. Again, you can see how I used the same, where did it go? Over here. The same concept, the drawer and the shelf, but I used it differently. So when it comes to organizing too, make sure you don't take up all the space and that you have, because you want to make sure you have room to grow. So although I did say I do need to go grocery shopping, this has honestly been empty. It's just extra room for me. And then I just put all my canned goods in here, which is super cool, and it slides so nice. I just love it so much. And here's our oatmeal boxes. This little section right here is our breakfast stuff. So this is just oats. And then again with the baskets, and again with the container, I like to keep things together. It makes it easy. I can just grab it and throw it on the counter and it's all right where I need to be. So syrup, I've got this with granola. I've got, these are little like teething wafers that are like all crumbled up, so I was going to throw them in maybe yogurt or something in the morning. And back here is just more granola. And then that's why I just put these boxes. Most boxes nowadays, they like kind of break open like this. And I didn't have another one of these containers on hand. I put them away in my little storage area that I have. So I just left them in the box, but whatever, it's fine. Not everything has to be in a container, and I think it still looks clean. So then I just put this back. And now when it comes to organizing too, I wanted to point out that you can reuse anything that you have. Like these are really good to reuse. You can pull this paper off, you can paint them, you can spray paint them, you can put some scrapbook paper on top, and that's how you can store, to show you guys down here, I'll show you guys, like you can put your flour in there, or really anything, sugar, I don't know, I really don't know, anything, whatever your little mind can think of, put it in there. This, again, with my baskets, but this is my craziness, I guess you could say, but I know where everything is, which is a beautiful thing. So this is all my cheese and my drink mixes. So we've had these little Mio things, and I actually have a basket within a basket. So I have all my, I'm getting into tea. So if I started drinking it more, I would put them, I think, a little bit easier, or maybe a few on the counter or whatever. But I just put the ones that we use the most on top. Hayden likes this one. And yeah, it just makes it easy. If we want to drink, I can pull that out. Just bada bing, bada bang. Another storage option is this from the Dollar Tree, so it just adds that extra space while using the dead air. And I just had this stacked with extra, again, this is my dinner aisle, so just extra canned goods, which I could put on there, but these are more so I was trying to make them my sides. And there's like green beans back there or whatever, and then this is like my mix and stuff, so the chicken and mushroom and mushroom soup that I like to just mix in when I have the crock pot going. Some rice, sauce, but yeah, extra space, which means I have room to grow, so I don't have to feel cluttered. Now going down here, come on camera, alright, there we go. So down here is just extra spices. This is kind of a cluttered mess. I think I might just restand those all back up, but these are things that I don't go to all the time, or extra sauces like this Worcestershire. I could have picked a better option, maybe have said soy sauce instead, but yeah, these are just our extra seasonings that we don't go to all the time. Kind of a mess, so don't mind that. Flour, nothing important. Back here I put our extra, again in my own little basket, our extras that we have. So Like I already have a ketchup in the fridge, I have a jelly in the fridge, and there's something else back there. I don't know what that is. Oh, some rice. So if I run out of something, I can go in here just because sometimes things are on sale or whatever it may be, and I just store them back there. And then I know that that is my extras pile. Now what I was saying with to redo, if you don't want to buy these, I actually just got these containers. They were fairly cheap. They were like $2.50 for the things, but they were on sale. But I know at Walmart they have big mason jars or other containers that you could get. These are glass. You can't really hear, I don't have nails or anything. There you go. So yeah, I just put my flour in here and then my sugar. I think it looks nice. I could stack them on top if I wanted. You could put them on the counter, it would look nice. So yeah, I just like to keep my things like that. And also, these little bags are so, oh, it's not damn brown sugar or a freaking weapon. But yeah, the bags kind of get annoying, so I like this option. I have all my oils lined up, which I just kind of stocked up on all of them. And basically that is it for the pantry. I have one more thing to show you on the door, but these, like, I just keep things in the same, uh-oh, Kai's awake. I keep things in the same aisle, so it's almost like I'm shopping at the grocery store and I know where everything is at. So I'm going to show you guys this last little pantry hack before I gotta go get little man. And these command hooks are the best. So this is making use of all the space, people. I just have it down spaced so low because I don't want it to hit the shelf. But using, obviously, for my measuring cups. And then this is something that I've done for so long, and I learned this from somebody else years ago. But these are the cheap command hooks. And if you rent, they're good for you because they're just stickies. If you've never used command hooks, they're just stickies, and you can pull the sticky off when you're done, and there's no holes in your doors or anything like that. And then I just, whatever these are called, binder clip my seasonings that don't, like these ones don't close, they're just the paper ones, and this one also didn't have a seal, so I put these up here. I like to mix these in with like sour cream to make your own dressing, or really anything. There's like taco seasoning back here for meat and stuff like that. So that is my last little pantry hack, but I love this. I love it because if not, they would get everywhere and you can see where they're at. It's kind of out of sight, out of mind because they're right on the door. Oh, okay, this is the only part about this. Okay. Well, there you have it. Now let's move on. Alright, so we're going to jump right into the fridge. If you hear random chaos, as you guys just heard, Kai is not awake, so there might be random screams. But to show you guys into my fridge, and my favorite parts of the fridge is this egg container. This one holds 14, but they do sell ones that hold more eggs. So I really like it because it gets rid of like the big chunky styrofoam containers, which I actually have one of these big boxes of 30 eggs, which I usually buy the smaller ones because I like to get the more expensive, like the pasture raised eggs. But these, I just have been making so many damn eggs, so I picked these up when I was at the store because I didn't want to go back. But yeah, it kind of takes away that look and makes it cleaner into this. And then you can put stuff on top if you want. Just makes it easy to slide in and out, and it clearly fits right in to this little locker shelving thing. And then I've designated this spot, so I put all of our leftovers in here. So I've got like burgers, oh gosh. Hi. Okay, so going over here into my little bins. This is the same bin that was in that I had in my pantry that I slid right under these locker shelves. So I use them just for our lunch meat. So it's all in one space, just super easy. And then again with my baskets, and again with repeating myself, that I would prefer to have everything be the same. So I'm not even a huge fan of this basket back there because it is a little bit more clunkier, but it is what it is. And I have extras I just kind of need to switch out now that I've it's been a little while since I did this. But I put all of our breakfast stuff in here, so like those are turkey bacon, normal bacon, and just literally just the hash browns and sausage and stuff. So that keeps all of that in one spot. Again, it keeps it easy when it's in the basket because I can just open it up, grab the basket, put it on the counter, and I know it's all in there. Drinks, nothing cool about that. Going into this little department, This is my beer that I didn't finish because I'm not a drinker. So one beer will last me like a month and then I'll throw it away. But anyways, these things are my newest buy, and these were $7.99 at Home Goods. And look at this, you guys, like amazing. I need to scoot it over a little bit. I put all of, because I use obviously these shelves. Oh, are you hungry? Okay, hold on, baby. I used to have all of these in this shelf down here, and then I would have nowhere to put our waters, or I would put the waters down in one of these little bins, but I have that now designated for our fruits and veggies and stuff that are already cut up. So I just kind of switch things around. So now I can keep our drinks cold in here. I have extra space. That's where I put their sippy cups. I just have a dishwasher I need to unload. And then I have this for extra, like, kind of random things, to be quite honest with you. But I did get one of here. So these I designated to all of our dressings. Salad dressings. This is like a barbecue dressing. But all of that. So I have them all in one spot. This kid. So nothing cool else on this side. But then I clearly got two of them. I need to pull these out. This we're gonna eat. But this I just put the big chunky stuff. These containers are so large. Excuse me, sir. These containers are so large, so they take up so much space. Like, these won't even all fit, or they would take up just this whole thing. So I'm not quite sure if I want to leave these here. I again just got these. I got these like a day or 2 days ago. So I just have put these in here for the video, but I really like how it looks. I might switch them around, maybe put the drinks in here or whatever, I don't know. But you can do them all different ways. You can use them not just for your fridge too, of course you can use them for anything. For craft stuff, this would be really good. Anything, bathroom stuff, all that, you know, think creatively, and you can use things all different ways. And then the other thing, another bin, this is our cheeses, where we clearly love cheese. Oh, hold on. Excuse. Do you want a snack? Only if you say cheese. Say cheese. Cheese. So painful. Are you happy now? Yeah. Get that on my face. Alright, so moving back into the fridge. So like I said, there's a basket there just for cheeses. I'm just a big fan. All my cheeses are in one spot. I used to have them stacked in here. Hello, you need help? And it just was kind of a mess. I didn't ever know what I had. So this is just easier. I have like all my sliced cheeses and then the shredded in the back. So yeah, it makes it easy. If you can see it, you're going to use it more. It's not just going to go expired before you even realize that you even owned it. So now going into here, this is something that I like to do. So I actually just got these yesterday, so I have to clean these. That's why they're right here in the front, along with the cucumbers. I need to clean them and then put them in these little containers. But what I like to do when after I go to the grocery store, I like to get these little meal prep containers that I got from Walmart probably about a year ago or so. But this is obviously just blueberries, which does that look good? But you can put 2 different things in here. So I love to put their fruits in here. It's easy for me to grab. It's easy for me to throw. Hold on. It's easy for me to throw in to a lunchbox or something when we're leaving. You know, if we're gonna go on trips, snacks is definitely a must. So, and then I can put, like, see, I have grapes and blueberries, so I can do both, because sometimes Hayden doesn't like everything that Kai does. And then another thing that's an amazing, this is not really an organizing hack, but these things, since we're in the drawer, are reusable Ziploc bags, and they came with 11 pack for $12 on Amazon, and everything that I reference that I can put a link, I will definitely leave that down below in the description. But so these are one of the things I can include. But these are amazing. This was an Amazon find, and I have used them so much. I use them for, like, these were just extras that I had. That's why, this is actually from my mom. But this was extra that I had. That's why I haven't even used these kind of Ziplocs in so long. I keep using these for our fruits and veggies and really anything besides, like, raw meat or anything like that. I just like to keep the easy cleaning stuff in here. If you can't tell, he says hello when he needs something. I think he's all gone. So yeah, I just encourage you guys, get everything clean as soon as you're done. You know, as soon as you get home, clean your stuff, or whenever the kids go to bed. That's what I like to do. I like to clean it all up, cut it all. It takes, honestly, especially when I go to the store, it takes a good 2 to 3 hours to get it all cleaned and good, but so worth it. And besides that, I think that's all I have. So let me give you a quick little overview of my needy son. And yeah, it just keeps things nice and fresh. This is the other side, so just basic stuff. Empty space, always good. More empty space. I had his story of living with a kid. I have his little juices in there, or his little applesauce, and keep our other big chunky stuff under there. But all right, kiddo, let's move on to under the sink. Say bye. Okay, so going under the sink real quick to show you guys a little hack. If you have kids and you don't know about this yet, grab yourself a hair tie and you'll keep them from getting, I could probably tie this again so he really doesn't get in there, but he's gotten the point to not go under here pretty well. So, but that keeps your kids from getting into any chemical-y stuff. But this is under my sink, and I wanted to show you guys a closer glimpse. So here's a quick overview, and let me get this to zoom a bit better. Okay, so this little tiered thing is probably my favorite part of this organizational area because it saved me so much money and space. But these, I was looking for a 2-tiered organizer because, again, with the dead space, like look at all of that I could use somehow, and again on this side. But these, I was looking for a 2-tiered organizer on Amazon, and I was finding not very many options. As far as budget friendly, like this one I found at Ross. It was $7.99 and there was different colors, and I actually have one of these over in my living room area where I keep all my acrylic paints in there. So if you guys don't know, I have a little painting business, so you can, again, as I was telling you guys just in the fridge, use your different organizational things in a bunch of different ways. Just get creative and think outside the box a bit. So yeah, they're really deep. They go back far. They're pretty wide. The other ones on Amazon were like from here to here, so I feel like you didn't get as much space. I just really like how it is. They glide in and out super nicely, and yeah, I just really like them. So down here I keep all our extra scrubs and clearly dish soap, and this is dishwasher soap, so stuff like that. And then up here is all my go-to things. Dishwasher soap, toilet cleaner, mop stuff. This, I'm about to put you guys on this. So I'll show you, I'll zoom it in. This is Air Forest Febreze. I never used Febreze until I started working with a friend of mine to do a cleaning business, and I just always thought Febreze was like gross, but this is totally a side note. But this is the freaking bomb. I just got it last night and it smells so good. And then again, with my buckets, this is just kind of my extra stuff that I don't use on like a weekly basis, but maybe every other week or so. So like my tile scrubs, stuff like that. I don't know, I'm not pulling it all out. And extra bags, these are just extra, not these kind of bags, just cheaper ones that I got. And yeah, just extra like Epsom salt vinegar, that type of thing, but making just a little bit of space. Again, on this side I have extra room. I actually put, because up here I have this little organizer for their bottles, and well, it's supposed to be for bottles. I use it for anything for our cups because it makes them dry faster. So when I'm done with that, like I have our reusable bag hanging up there. That's how you have to dry them, because you have to hand wash them. But once that's done and I put the knife away, I just like to take that, again, keeping as much off the counter as possible. There's guys blueberries, but take that off the counter and I put that in this little spot, and it makes it easy, or I can stack it on here to give the extra space. Oh gosh, a monster. And then last part for under the sink is just this over the door hanger. You can use these all kinds of ways for your hot tools, like your straightener and curling iron or anything like that, but I just use this. I just got these, another buy. These little scrubbing gloves, I'm going to try those out. Alcohol, extra dish soap, the stopper, I don't know. This is kind of a random basket that I could probably go without and move these items over here and just create empty space. But it doesn't bother me how it is. I'm trying to get those blueberries. Busted. Yep. Okay, so let's move on. I have a couple items that I wanted to show you guys on how I also help minimize space when cleaning. So I'm gonna show you guys that real quick, and then we're gonna close out the video. Oh God. Okay, so these are my two last items that I wanted to show you. And actually, I have one more thing to show you in the pantry is a different use of storage. But this and these items are pretty legit because I really love this one. It just saves so much space. So a normal strainer, colander, whatever you want to actually call it, they're just so big. They're like big bowls, you know what a strainer is. So I used to have a big one and a small one. This one though is collapsible, so you can just slide it right in. I have all these are my fresh ones I need to cut and store away, but you can just slide it right in. They fit most sinks, so you can pull these handles out, and then all you have to do is and it comes with little legs, so it sits right on your counter, and then you just push it down. Sorry if that was a little loud in your ear. And it's so small, like look at that, it's so amazing. So this I just store in this little cabinet over here. It makes it nice. It freed up a huge spot that I had over here in my pantry. That's where I kept my strainers before, and now I just created empty space. And then this is another thing that can save you, just keeping your drying dish mat, like here, I used to just keep it here over these, over the stovetop, like at the end of the night. But this just makes it easy. All the water will drip right into your sink. So you just put this, and really just roll it out. I'm doing it with one hand, so that's why I'm a little bit not as coordinated. But yeah, it just goes right over your sink, so again, you can free up the space on your countertop. It makes it look more clean, and then they just, all the water drips right into your sink, and it's an easy cleanup. Then you can just whoop, roll it right back up, and this is another thing that I store right in here. So these ones I will definitely link down below. And for real, the last part of this kitchen video, I wanted to show you guys, I forgot I wanted to show you, because I showed in the pantry how I use this for the sauces and cans of things. Now here I use it for the kids' plates. So I have our plates, I usually have their little bowls under here, and then this used to be full of our other plate, like paper plates, and the kids' stuff I had their own shelf for, but instead I kind of made it into one area and then freed up this space so I can put these big, like Kyle will pour his beers in there, those big mugs up there. I have our little coffee station up here since our Keurig's right down here. So I have our coffee, our little pods, tea bags, those are the ones that we go to first, and then sugar if we decide to add that to our coffee. But yeah, just a way that you can add more space to a little tiny cabinet. And then up here I just really have empty space. So remember, don't shove everything full with stuff. Give yourself room to grow. Alright guys, that is all we have for you today. We really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry for the chaos, but sometimes I feel like it's nice to see people in real life and not just staged with makeup and perfect hair and perfect house and perfect silence, because let's be real, that's not life. So if you're looking for perfect, this is not your channel. But I really hope you guys learned a thing or two from this video. I hope you guys go to your nearest Dollar Tree or Marshall's or Home Goods or wherever else I mentioned, Walmart, Ross, I think that was it. But yeah, I hope you guys get a few ideas, and again, make sure you take any ideas that I gave, like for the way I organize my crafts, and use them into ways you can organize your jewelry or whatever. There's no set rules for organization, just take little bits from everywhere. Pinterest is amazing. YouTube is obviously, as I mentioned, a really good tool. I learned a ton of things off YouTube. So yeah, that's all I have for you. Beach, get down. Stay tuned for part 2 if we make it there through this quarantine, and I will be back to show you this room once it's all cleaned, and then I will also be back to show you our bathrooms under the sink, to show you guys different ways to organize hair things, medicine, those kind of boring items, and then, you know, fun makeup and stuff like that. So thank you guys, thank you guys, thank you guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button before you get out of here, and leave a comment down below. What was your favorite hack, and what do you think you're gonna use? And also, I would love to know if you guys have hacks that you love in your house that you like can't imagine not organizing that way without. let me know down below what those ideas are, so me and others, whoever's watching this video, can maybe take some ideas from each other. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.
Subscribe to Mom's channel.
Yeah, subscribe. Say subscribe. Not cheese. Subscribe. Okay, put your hand up.
Mom.